This is a download from the zibbyshow.com. Hey guys, you're welcome once again to a new episode of the Zibby Show podcast. My name is Zibby, and I'm absolutely thrilled that you're here to listen to this amazing interview with our special guest. Now, these guys are one of the smoothest groups that have ever come out of the Nigerian music scene, and I absolutely love them. Here's a hint. Yes, indeed, it's the guys from Styl plus Shifi and Zeal. Hi.
Hello. Hi, everybody. How y'all doing?
Shifi and Zeal. It's been a few minutes. What's been going on?
Well, a lot's been going on. We've been doing a lot of touring, doing some recording, and doing some business too, so.
Awesome. I saw a picture of you and Brian McKnight. He was in Nigeria a couple of weeks ago, I think. How did that go? Did you perform alongside him?
We performed just before him. I think that was a coverage kind of evening, so we had to wear blazers and stuff, and but we really had a good time, and it was a really mature crowd, so it was fun, and that really works towards our own strength as singers and musicians.
All right, that's interesting. You spoke about blazers, because I remember seeing a video way back. I think was that Imagine That, the cover? You guys were all dressed in blazers. That was you, Zeal, and Tunde.
For in time, that was kind of our style then. After he left the group, and we decided to, change the band look, kind of.
Okay. So how's it been?
It's been good. More like boys have grown from boys to men.
Okay.
When it comes to our music, when it comes to our appearances, a whole lot of repackaging for Styl Plus right now, yeah.
Awesome. So Zeal, I always liked the combination. In my head, I had the picture, an idea of what your personalities were like. Zeal, in my head, he's the bad boy. I don't know why, but I always thought about you as the bad boy. And Tunde was the sweetheart. I absolutely had a massive crush on him for years. And Shifi was like, the mature one, the one that I felt would be, the mediator. Tell me if that was the right picture, or I just imagined it.
Yeah, well, that's how it goes, Everyone, brothers of 20 years always have different personalities. Cannot always, we're not twins anyway. So I think your description of Shifi, the individuals of the group, is on point.
Yay!
Yeah, I could say Shifi is more like the puppy or the daddy teddy bear of the group. Right now, I think they know us to be Cool and the Gang.
Okay.
Cool and the Gang. So let's just put it that way.
All right. So are you bad at any point, if you know what I mean?
No, not bad like that. So. Wow. We're cool dudes, cool dudes.
Okay.
From one of our friends.
Let's talk about that song Olufumi. It's been many years now, but when anyone hears it, people go absolutely crazy. What was it like? Can I ask who wrote that song?
Yeah, that song was originally written by Shifi. It was a song called Sophia, back in the days before we came in mainstream. As a song called Sophia. I can't sing it right now. So it was Sophia now later metamorphosized to Olufumi.
Okay. I'm thinking, if the title of that song was Sophia, I don't know, would it have been so great?
It was different.
No, it was different, yeah.
Oh, it was different.
Changed everything. Changed the whole melody, the rhythm, and the language. It was all in English anyway. So
yeah.
Okay, that's really beautiful, because somehow when everyone hears that name Olufumi, whether it's on a child, people who know about your music immediately think of us. So you guys basically put that name on the map. Like, you should have a trademark for that name, really.
Yeah, possibly. Maybe in the future. Maybe we could actually wake up maybe 3-4 years from now and do another remix of it, you know. But it's an interesting idea, you know, because I still have a plan at some point for us to open a restaurant called the Abattoir, you know.
Oh, wow.
At some junction.
Okay.
Everybody else save me, I know this a bitch up, I say my mother on my girlfriend. People make una call me, yeah, but is go kill me, everybody else save me, I know this a bitch up, I say my mother on my girlfriend.
All right, speaking about Iyabasira, good you brought that up. Did you guys have any experiences of any of those funny tales of some real life Iyabasira, maybe while you were at university or, you know, at any point?
It was actually a real place.
Oh, okay.
Existed actually.
It probably is still there, funny enough. It's somewhere in Lagos, so we used to eat there a lot, and the way we described it, that's the way it was going on there. Yeah, you know. So,
okay.
Just gave us food for thought, you know.
Exactly. You know, our life is like a movie, you know. So whatever you do, whatever you say, it's always put into writing.
Thing basically, as an artist and a creative person, you basically find inspiration anywhere.
Sure, definitely.
Okay. Awesome. Let's do a little brace and rewind back in time. I remember the crew, T-Jazz, Joey, Sunki, Makoyo. What's it like? Do you guys still work together? Are you still friends? Are you just on a professional level? What's the relationship like? Where's everyone?
We're still friends, and if business comes, there's no harm in doing business with your old-time friends, you know?
Okay.
Yeah.
At that point, they were kind of attached to the brand in people's heads, you know. But at the end of the day, not everybody is going to have the same commitment to the brand. So at some point, everybody wants to have its personal identity. You know, so at that point, they start paying less attention to the group and then focus on their own stuff. So they promote themselves so that it's not like if Star Plus goes down, they go down with it. You know? So we respected that, and but we were able to maintain, like this, at a particular level of friendship with everybody. So we're in communication with them, most of them, not all, but we're in constant communication with most of them. So social media now, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, you know, it's easy to keep in contact with people even when you're not seeing them all the time.
You've got like almost zero presence on social media, Zeal. Why are you hiding? We need to find you. We need to see what you're up to. Yeah, because I checked your Twitter handle and you last tweeted like some years ago.
Can I be very frank here? I'm actually a social media guy, but there's some things I just can't handle. Twitter. Yeah, I can't handle Twitter because of you know, I don't know, bureaucracy and all that thing there. I'm a social guy, though, but probably not connected so much to my phone like that, you know. You know what I mean?
Well, you know what? You should pay me to do it. I'm looking for a part-time job, so pay me to do it, like really.
My PA. 10K monthly.
Excuse you. We'll negotiate about that. Let's talk about Tunde. Tunde left the group sometime in 2012, and to be honest, I was heartbroken when I heard about it. Actually, I heard about it a few years later. Why exactly do you think Tunde left? Did you guys have that conversation, or was it just time for him to evolve?
I think to make it simple, I think at that point in time, his priorities were different. He probably were not mentally moving in the same direction anymore. I think the solution, instead of forcibly staying together and constant fighting and disagreements, I think he's moving on was the best solution for the group, actually. Hopefully, it will be maybe hopefully the best for him too in the long run. It happens, you know. We never can tell. After all, Ralph Trevor, Bobby Brown, Johnny Gill all left in audition at some point. But these days, you still see them touring together.
So we can't rule out a reunion in the future. That's what you're saying. Basically, something could happen.
Yeah, exactly.
Also, let's talk about inspiration, because Styl Plus came in very different from everything else we had seen in Nigeria at that point. It was like, this breath of fresh air. We could relate to them, Speaking about that, like, what was it that, inspired you guys to actually just go out there and be different from everyone else?
We weren't really trying to be different, we started singing gospel music at first.
Yes.
And then when we eventually started singing, even while we're singing gospel, we always had voice men as our mentors. We listened to them a lot, So it only comes natural that the kind of music you listen to the most is going to end up the kind of music you end up writing, So we've been writing that kind of music for a while and trying to get a record deal in Lagos. And people just kept on complaining that we sound too foreign. So that's how we now decided, let's drop some of the voice to manage part of the music and throw in a little cultural aspect of it. And that's how it works. So we weren't aiming at stepping the game up. We just wanted to get signed and start making money. That's all.
It was a dream. It was a dream. It was an idea. It was a belief. And we weren't thinking about money. We just wanted to be out there because of that dream and that belief we had in ourselves. Music was a passion. So money wasn't attached to it at first. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
So we just came out with our dream and our ideas. We wanted you guys to accept it, and we're very glad you guys accepted it. We love you guys.
We basically just wanted people to hear what we had to offer, because we listened to ourselves and we believed that we were actually pretty good, So we just thought that if we can sing in a church and the whole church stands up and claps, then if we get to be listened to on radio, then maybe the whole country just might stand up and clap too. And
I think a lot of people definitely did. I would search the tweets, and people are tweeting about Styl Plus. Like, people are like asking for more. Like, where are Styl Plus? And I did a segment on my show where I played some music from you, and it was amazing because people were calling in and giving their opinions, and some of these people are really young.
To keep it simple, right? We actually have recorded new music. Between now and Easter, we should have released at least 2 new songs.
Yay! Okay, I always do something called my happy dance when I'm happy. Can't do it now because, this is an interview, but I will definitely do the happy dance.
Coupled with that, we're going to have a diary of what's been happening to Styl Plus over the years, over the couple of months, that's an added advantage. Yeah.
Like reality TV?
Yeah, something like that.
Okay. That's interesting. All right, so let's talk about, handling fame, because when you're popular and you're hot, definitely you get, some years ago, like, my friend rang me and she was like, oh, I'm sitting at this restaurant with Shifi. And, sorry, Shifi. She said he's a bit annoying. I said, how? And she said he's singing really loudly while he's eating. Well, did that ever happen? Do you do that sometimes?
Yeah, of course, because you can't for us, right? The process of learning how to sing, right? Was singing all the time. That's the practice. It's not like you go outside and sit down in a room and then put a headset on your head and practice.
There's no fixed rehearsal time.
Exactly. So even a lot of people see us at the traffic light when we're driving and the red light stops us, and they're just wondering why they're just singing to themselves, But the truth of it is that we don't know when we do that.
Okay.
And it's strange because I could be singing a song, right? And then I could meet somebody and the person greets me and we'll gist for like maybe a minute. As the person leaves, I'll automatically continue singing from where I stopped.
Music is in the subconscious already, do you know what I mean?
Okay. So how did you handle balancing your personal life and music, or, staying, touring and performing? Like, how do you find that balance?
I think, in all honesty, I've thought about this a lot because we could actually give you 3 or 4 different answers, or could have given you 3 or 4 different answers over the last decade. But I think for me, the fact that we're a group, you're not just a solo artist where you can do whatever you want, whenever you want. I think being a group kind of kept us a bit disciplined. If you guys miss a flight, you have to buy 3 tickets. You understand? So everybody tries to be on time. You know that if you don't come to the studio, the session money will waste. You get. So I think being a group, and in fact not just a group, but there were 2 managers back in the day, and there were dancers, there were producers traveling with us, sometimes instrumentalists. So the whole bulk of being a group kind of makes you stay grounded, kind of, you know.
Okay.
That my true feelings will never be hurt by you. You never know how much I care. Girl, you never know how much your love will mean to me. Your love will mean to me.
Let's speak about your style. Over the years, it sort of moved a bit from the R&B thing to become more Nigerian. Do you think people were still able to relate with you as a group?
A lot of the songs, because of at the point where we're having internal issues with our management, we're having legal issues with marketers, a lot of the songs didn't really get promoted. So a lot of the songs weren't really known because there are songs that you don't really like first when you hear them, but when it's played over and over again in your ear, and every restaurant you enter, you see the video. Before you know, you're singing the song. So because of all those legal and internal issues, a lot of promotion didn't happen. The albums weren't released properly. So I don't think it had anything to do with the evolution, because if you listen to every single album released, there were still certain songs in each album that were firmly rooted in our R&B.
When you started out in the early 2000s, when you hit mainstream, blew up and all, how has the scene changed from way back then till now?
The industry is better, but in some respects, in other respects, it's getting it's kind of stagnant or dormant, in the sense that people are paying more for events now. There are more events now. The branding companies have brought money as sponsoring events, using artists as ambassadors, giving them more opportunities, But the problem is still the issue of royalties, you get. And, because artists aren't getting their due. And because there's no, it's not arranged properly. Because at the end of the day, people like Joe in America, right?
Yes.
People like even Brian McKnight then, they don't perform as regularly as when they were young, and they don't record as regularly as when they were young. But they still get fat paychecks from every time they play and sell their music. And that's where this industry hasn't gone forward.
That is where the issue of having a structure in the music industry comes in. There's no structure in the music industry. The only thing that probably must have helped in buttressing what Shifi has just said now is internet has really helped the music industry in Nigeria to grow. The internet. And the internet age now where, CDs don't sell in Alaba anymore. The way, it used to sell before. Now everything you get them on internet now. So internet has really improved, helped the music industry. If only and only we had a structure, like Shifi said,
Okay, let's talk a bit about your personal life. Shifi, news on the grapevine says you absolutely used to love to play basketball. Is that true?
Yes.
Do you still play?
Not much.
Not enough time these days?
No, it's not time. It's just I have problem with my eyes. I don't see as well as I used to before. So if I'm going to play, I actually need to get sports glasses. Probably the next American tour will go. I'll probably get sports glasses.
This vision is blurred.
Zeal, so what do you do apart from music? Like, what do you do for recreation?
No, we work out. And Zeal plays football.
Working out is work. It's not fun. At least for me.
Well, it depends. Mine, I actually enjoy mine.
Oh, can I ask, are you guys married or dating or anything like that? We'll break some female hearts, but it's okay.
No, we're not married yet. Just dating.
Okay.
Okay, for now.
Right. I'm sure a lot of ladies would be happy to hear that.
Why is that?
It just found out that way, you know.
Sorry?
I said it just happened that way. It's not like we planned to stay single this long. And I think at the same time, when we're going through all those internal problems, legal problems, I think it really kind of distracted us from the whole concept of getting married at that point in time. We just needed to solve our problems and move on. So it's just the fact. Then the final problem was Tunde's problem with Tunde and what was going on. So it's kind of as if now we kind of give a sigh of relief, you know.
In a roller coaster.
Yeah, we can now relax and start thinking, okay, what's going on, marriage, how far, you know.
So it seems like basically, as an artist, you're so, I'm trying to think of the perfect word for it, but you're so connected to your music that sometimes, you know, when it's not going the way you want it to, it could potentially affect other areas of your life.
Yeah, definitely.
Most definitely. That's your career, you know.
Wow.
It affects my mind, basically.
With Boyz II Men, like, you know, you stated earlier, and a lot of people have always compared you guys to Boyz II Men, and you also stated that, you know, you listen to them a lot. Hearing about the split with Boyz II Men, with Michael leaving, did you feel some form of emotional pain, like, oh, wow?
No, not really. When he started having problems with his back, it became really bad that he had to sit down to perform. He couldn't stand. So we had kind of gotten used to the idea that at some point in time, this guy is not going to be able to go on with it, you know. Apart from him singing bass, he didn't really play much of a role for me as a singer in the group. But although the bass is important, but I mean, after he left the group, Nate started singing the bass. So where you feel the difference, and it's where we feel the difference too, is in the acapellas, you know, because the acapellas always sound better with the complete harmony parts, you know. So now, like we used to do a lot of events and we sing the national anthem when we're all still together. But now we don't really do it because it doesn't really sound, doesn't give the thrill that it has when the parts are complete.
Not that we can't do it.
We can, you know, but for us it just sounds rather incomplete, you know.
I don't know, I feel kind of heartbroken.
No, and there were issues, you know. There were real issues in the group. So after what even we went through, right, with Tunde in the group, to retain peace and harmony and unity was just better that he left.
But do you guys still have like a personal relationship with Tunde? Like, can you ring him up and say, "Hey, bro, how you doing?" And you know, have a chat, but not music related, think professional on a personal level.
We do. We talk. In fact, we don't talk often, but whenever we do talk, we talk for a long time. We can talk for like 20-30 minutes on the phone, but we don't talk often. And we don't really talk about the group.
Okay.
Talk about other stuff. You know. We still talk about music a lot, though, you know, but we don't start discussing stuff, plus all the issues, you know, and all that.
You know, a lot of people think that, oh, you know what, Lagos is the city to live in if you want to have a massive career in entertainment. Anywhere else is just difficult. Do you think that sort of had an impact on your performance or how big you were, because you were not exactly in that commercial city?
I don't know, because I don't have two lives. I can't go and live a second life and find out. the artists are in that same Lagos. They're not training and doing events like they used to when they were younger. You know, there's a whole number of them that, in all honesty, they're there in the Lagos and they're not making as much noise as the likes of Wizkid, Davido, and co. But it's not something to start thinking about now. It's too late in our career to start going over, should we have moved, shouldn't we have moved. A ship has sailed a long time ago, you know. So now we just focus now on what the thing to do to just continue making the income steady. You know, that's all. And then set up businesses that when we eventually hang our microphones, we set up good businesses that can sustain us and our family.
Speaking about that, so aside music, do you do anything else, like other businesses, investments, ventures? Do you have like another job?
A lot. We do some real estate, we do some diesel, we do some sports management, and we're about to open up a bar.
Oh, nice.
The bar is like in a couple of months.
Oh, that is awesome. So do you guys play any instruments? Because, I don't know, I find like I really always expect musicians, artists, singers to play an instrument. It's in my head that, you know, it's always a good idea when you play something. So do you play anything?
Yeah, I play the guitar. So,
oh, nice.
So sometimes...
Slash style?
No, babyface style. Acoustic shows, we just play with the guitar and sing.
Nice. Zeal, do you play any instruments?
I try though. I don't think I've my fingers have worked in a very long time on the conga, but that's just about the only thing.
The drum?
Yeah, the conga, yeah.
Okay.
Conga looks like me though, so that's why I choose that instrument.
It looks like you, really? Okay. Okay, that's nice to know. Nice to know. Wow, it's weird. I wish this did not have to end.
Or maybe when we come through for Falcon next, we'll do a live one.
Awesome. So just a few more questions before we go. When you started with having the group, you know, the evolution, did you ever think you guys would achieve the level of success that you actually got? Did you think it would be that big?
We didn't, in all honesty, like, at that point in your life, you don't really think that far. You know, you dream of making a hit, you dream of buying cars, you dream of renting big apartments, you know, you don't dream of being number one on the chart. You don't dream of being number one on the chart for 16 weeks. You don't dream of having 2 songs on the chart at the same time. That's, you know, you if you do start doing that, you lose focus on the music. So you just, at that point, your priority is just to be heard and to be appreciated, and really at that point in time, everybody just wanted to be signed to a record label.
I tell you, we were like students reading for jam then. Yeah, we were like students reading for jam, looking for a way to make this music heard.
And the record label will keep on sending us back to the studio that it's not good, it's still sounding too foreign, still this, it's still that, we'll go back, we'll record. So at the end of the day, when it did happen, it actually hit us pretty hard, you know. Well, because it all happened so fast and so strong that it was kind of overwhelming. There were so many things that we weren't prepared for. That's why when we started having problems with our managers, because we thought they were underperforming, right? In retrospect, I don't really blame them, because they learned on the job and they didn't have time to learn. You get?
Okay. Because success was so quick and it, you know, blew up so quickly.
Exactly, you know.
I was going to ask, are there any artists right now in Nigeria you might want to work with? You know, like you like their style, you think you guys could do well together on some music? Is there anyone you'd like to collaborate with?
Different people. I'd like to work with, there's some that we're about to work with. We just did a song with Faith.
Okay.
We're planning to do a song with Two-Face.
Nice.
The younger generation, I'd really like to work with Wandiko. I think it's pretty awesome. I'd like to work with Shay. There's some others, that have so much potential that. But the truth is, you can't work with everyone. Sometimes it's not just about music; it's about personalities too. Sometimes you have to connect with the person on a personal level for you to enjoy working with the person and make good music together.
Okay. Can I recommend someone I think you should work with?
Sure, who that?
Dari. Oh, wow.
It's very possible. He's our friend. I've written stuff for him in the past.
Okay.
So it really is possible. But,
all right.
Well, we'll see how it goes. There's still a lot of time. We're still relatively young. So,
Okay, so basically you actually write for other artists as well. You just don't write for Styl Plus. You write for other artists.
Yes, when I have the opportunity to.
Okay.
But the truth is that it's not everybody you want to write for. Not everybody actually wants to write for. So when the opportunity comes and you're feeling the person's vibe, then why not?
Okay, guys. Thank you so much. But before I go, I know this might sound a bit cheesy. Can you guys just do a little a cappella for me?
Oh, definitely. Why not?
Yay! Oh my goodness! I'm so sorry, but I'm really excited. Like, Styl Plus singing to me. Come on, when does that happen?
If I could run away, I'd run with you, far away to a place where there will be angels who will describe to you the way I feel for you, feel about you, my heart and my soul desire. Thank you. And
Oh, wow. That was absolutely beautiful. Zeal, Shifi, thank you so much. I'm absolutely grateful.
Shout out to all the fans. Thank you for supporting us for the last, 12, 13 years. We appreciate greatly. Wishing you all the best in 2016. Thank you, guys. God bless you all. Watch out for Styl Plus coming out very soon, yeah?
Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us. I appreciate
you.
Thank you so much to Shifi and Zeal for being here with me and absolutely inviting us into their lives, telling us the story we've been dying to hear for years. It's great news to know that the guys have got new music coming out shortly and, of course, a reality TV show. Fingers crossed, we can absolutely not wait. To find out more about The Zibby Show, please visit the website, thezibbyshow.com, and subscribe to The Zibby Show podcast on Spreaker, YouTube, and iTunes. For more information, you can also follow us on Twitter at Zibby Show or at ZibbyJ. If you'd like to be featured as a guest on this podcast, all you need to do is send me an email. It's zibbyshow@gmail.com. Take care. See you next week.